the question is whether he can take Everton back to when he was first in charge back in the early 2000s, when they were regularly at the top, well, the top half of the table, really. But is he a different manager now to you? Because I don't remember David Moyes smiling so much as he does right now. Because obviously, the stint at Manchester United, the stint at Real Sociedad really took a beating out of his confidence, really. Is he maybe more equipped for this challenge now, you feel, as an experienced, with the experience that he's had?
Well, I think sometimes setbacks and disappointments sort of build your character. I think he trusts himself a lot now. I think after a good stint at Everton first time round, a good stint at West Ham, I think he trusts himself. I think he's done an unbelievable job. A very brave decision to go back to Everton after doing so well in his first stint. And the position they were in when he took over second time.
Yeah, because it's never always, you know, good news when you do go back to your previous manager.
It's a very difficult thing to do, and especially the position that Everton were in. So for him to go back and do as well as he has, I think full credit to him. And I think people have got to start tipping the hat and saying, like Gary said, what a great coach he is.
What's the difference then? Is it genuine improvements, or is it maybe one of those, you know, new manager bounce? I say that they did lose their first game against Aston Villa.
I think it's a little bit of new manager bounce. I think it's also, I mean, he will learn obviously different things along the way that he's changed in tactically and his philosophy-wise. But I think he's probably still a little bit old school. I think he builds characters and builds a dressing room of camaraderie and team spirit, and I think you can see that coming out on the pitch.
Carlton, you?
Well, listen, I've always been a fan of David Moyes, but I think listen, he's done a fantastic job. 17 points in 11 games, and they took 17 points after 19 games, so you can't argue with that. But I do feel that Sean Dyche had done a fantastic job. I think Sean was struggling with being able to bring players in. He had a lot of injuries, so let's not forget, you know, the job that Sean's done. So I don't think, you know, Moyes coming in and having players available to him like Calvin, you know, which wasn't available to Sean Dyche at the time, makes a big difference. I've liked David Moyes, but again, what happens with David is all of a sudden he's not playing any other way than Sean was doing. He never did at West Ham. He's not a flamboyant manager in terms of the style of play. They sit in deep, they play to the strengths they have, and they hit teams on the break, and he gets results. It's just, I think sometimes, you know, with Sean, when you've done it year after year and you've kept the team up with very little to work with, that sometimes a new manager coming in can have the impact that David has, and he is experienced.